Esau, Esau takes the future and puts it into a plate of food. For just one meal. It's not even
anything to him.
No. That is Esau. Esau, a brash guy, very brash, has no depth. Esau is a guy that is in a hurry about anything. He doesn't think through.
When I was looking at Esau, I saw a guy who seeks self. Once myself.
Oh Lord, my God.
Once I am self-sufficient, self-gratified, and self-gratified.
Yes, it doesn't matter.
Any other person.
Look at one guy this day. Remember a guy that fooled himself. He thought he has fooled a lady. He went and took his picture and put it on Facebook. And then he lied about where he stays. He
lied about the place of work.
Lied about
his location.
Lied about everything.
Yes.
Now, he claimed he was living in London.
Yes.
But I know in my heart that guy is still in Nigeria.
He's in Nigeria.
Now, got some phone lines in the US, in UK, and 2 lines in UK.
And it's a syndicated thing.
You understand? And he pictured a beautiful girl who is godly on Facebook. And he began to talk. And the young lady, liked what he was saying. And liked what the guy was saying.
Until everything the guy presented.
When the guy was sure now, he has a way into her. He said, I'm going to come just like that. I'm coming down from wherever I am outside the country to come and finish everything so that we can get married. Meanwhile, the guy is a scammer. And then he sat there and said, oh, sorry, I'm leaving this place now. I'm going to the other another country for a course. And I'm going to be there for 2 weeks. From there, I will come back straight to Nigeria. We'll finish it and then I go back to where I come from. And the young lady said, okay. 2 days after, he calls. She got a call that the mother she slipped from a staircase and broke her head. Please, and she's in the hospital already. The driver and the housekeeper have taken him to the hospital. And the young lady, with the fear of God, says, please, what do we do now? And I have to support please help me just pay whatever the hospital is saying so that she will not be left to die. The mother is in a coma now. A young man said, if your mother is dead, she will turn in her grave for what you have done. And the young lady runs away to try to organize whatever money requested to make sure that this woman does not die. 2 days later, the mother has come out of coma and the mother is talking with the young lady. Meanwhile, everything is a scam. But the same so-called mother, and then tomorrow, God forbid that my daughter or my granddaughter, biological, spiritual, that is linked with me, find men like you.
Do you know, you're talking this way?
Yeah.
How did you get to know that the guy was a scammer? That is where you know whose daughter she is.
Yes.
Are you seeing it?
Yes, sir.
God will not permit the daughter of Abraham
to marry
or be entangled
like that
with such a person.
Yes, sir.
When it looks like he remains one day for her to make that mistake, the Lord will
reveal that guy.
Such a child out.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
Now, we are not afraid.
No, sir.
But the truth is, let the principles be put into place.
Yes, sir.
Let's put the proper principles into perspective.
Yes, sir.
What do we mean? 3 things specific about Jacob that Esau saw. Number 1, the father had blessed him. Number 2, knowing fully well that in the process of getting a wife, you will need to do a journey. Your journey, this is what I want your mind to be occupied with as you go on your journey. A charge. And I was looking, why would Isaac give him a charge? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
I had something very interesting. A charge is like a battery. The energy of the future
that propels the future,
that will make things happen is in the battery.
Yes, sir.
It's in that battery.
Yes, sir.
Once you charge that battery, the battery can
discharge.
It will discharge
its energy
into
help you into the future.
Oh, come on.
Thank you so much.
What am I trying to say? Inside the charge that Isaac gave to Jacob,
yes, sir,
is the energy to travel from Canaan right to Pandahata.
Yes, sir.
Because as he was going, there were enough things on the way to distract him.
Yes, sir.
If there was no charge, he would have been distracted.
So,
He would have wasted time. But the charge kept him going.
Yes, sir.
Telling himself, I have a goal in mind. Because inside that charge, the vision of his wife, the goal, and the energy,
support of God.
the support and the energy with which to move ahead.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand me?
Perfect.
Now, the interesting aspect of it was that he saw that the father had blessed him. He saw that he had a charge.
Yes, sir.
Is that not so?
And
And that he also obeyed God.
Yes, sir.
He saw those three things. But guess what Esau did not see?
Yes, sir.
Esau did not understand. When Isaac was blessing Jacob, he was enjoining Jacob to his God. Have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
What what Esau never saw was the fact that
Enjoyment.
when at the point where pronouncements were being made upon Jacob,
Yes, sir.
they were joining Jacob to a higher force.
Hallelujah.
They were joining Jacob to what was spoken to Abraham. Oh, come on. They were joining Jacob. Remember,
Yes, sir.
he said, in you shall all the families of the earth be blessed.
Yes, sir.
Which means there was a vision in Abraham
Yeah.
for the blessings of the families of the earth. And the blessing is not for one family, it's not for one family in Durban, it's not for three families.
All over the earth.
Every family on the earth is encapsulated inside that blessing. So they had a global mandate. Are you getting me?
I get you,
Jacob
sir.
had a global mandate. Now, no. Abraham had a global mandate.
Yes, sir.
That global mandate was transferred to Isaac. Isaac was not there to fulfill it. He was only able to do his part.
Yes, sir.
Then, the same mandate was transferred to Jacob.
Yes, sir.
Jacob was the one who opened up the mandate. Now, how would he have been able to open it
Without
up?
the charge.
Without that charge.
Hallelujah.
How would he have been able to open it up if he was not enjoined to that God? Are you seeing the thing?
Can we talk now?
Yes, please.
So you know why many marriages are breaking?
La la.
No charge.
No charge.
No God.
No God.
People
no
feel
blessing.
I can just marry.
No blessing.
No counsel. People are just doing their things as they will.
I and you went for a wedding in the year 2007. We left everything we were doing. It's a relation, got married. Very close relation, got married. They did their traditional wedding. From the beginning of the traditional wedding to the end of the traditional wedding, the families of the wife were busy quarreling.
Things.
It is me. This one is for
Why
me.
have you not brought this
why
one?
have you not brought this one?
That one.
Because that one that they brought is for me. Everybody was scrambling over
Things.
Nobody remembered to
bless the blessing.
To bless the two people that came to marry.
In the course of struggling.
Funnily enough, the two people who also got married never shoved things aside to say, what kind of a people are you guys? Whatever is in your debt, bring it out. Because the blessing is a communication of debt to debt.
Did the marriage
Did I even just say something?
Yes, sir. Did the marriage break or not?
It broke.
There was no debt.
There was no debt.
Listen, guys.
They were not communicating.
This is the mystery that is breaking marriage
No debt.
today.
No debt.
No debt.
No debt.
No charge.
No charge.
No instruction.
No instruction.
Obedience is absent.
That's all.
How can you obey what you are not instructed about?
These 3 days absent, forget it. If you take a wife, she will only be the daughter of Canaan.
After some time.
That's all. After some time, she will tell you. She will manifest for you.
Yes, sir.
I am of the stock of Egypt.
How was Hagar?
That's what
Hagar was,
the stock
Hagar
of
was
Egypt.
a very good woman.
She's a very good
But when
woman.
the due season came, she revealed what was
Who she
inside
was.
of her. Mocker, despiser, somebody that does not remember where she came from, does not appreciate the lady that gave her favor.
Somebody you elevate from being a maid to being a wife, being a wife, but what happens? She still sees herself as a maid.
And then she insults the
insults the daughter of one day we will have opportunity to address the daughters of Canaan. Then everybody will tell themselves, when you see the manifestation of the daughter of a Canaan, you walk away
So,
and you see those things that people pride themselves in.
Yeah.
You walk away from being called the daughter of Canaan because you don't belong there.
come on, Baba.
Yes.
No matter what you copy in life, please don't try copying marriage. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Marriage is something you should not copy.
You are
It's something you should
bringing me
not
back
do.
now.
Yeah.
You're bringing me back to
Please,
where we began all this story from. And the whole story began from that place where we said Esau
copied.
was a copy.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand me?
I hear you.
He saw physically with his eyes.
What is
he
his
never
name?
saw it.
He saw.
He saw with his physical eyes, but he never saw from his heart. Are you getting me?
Perfect.
That is why we said everyone who copies, they only implement or duplicate things with their eyes. They don't know how to do things deep down.
Okay.
Do you know? Now you understand why I told myself, till I go back to God, I will never copy anybody.
Somebody recently told me something. Somebody hijacked somebody's project
Yeah.
and tried to implement the project. And in implementing the project, the whole
Concept.
the whole core of the project was turned upside down.
Upside down.
And when the owner of the project saw the project, the person said, I can't even take this project
I won't even
for,
look at this.
for anything because this is not what was intended. Because you can see a project written. You know why people are struggling? You read the letter of the Bible. The real core of the word
It's not inside.
is not on the letter. No wonder the Bible says the letter kills. The spirit gives life. The spirit of the letter you don't have a relationship with, and you want to implement your marriage to make it work. Did not God say you should submit to him? Did not God say? Because you
Esau was raised in a godly family.
Yes, sir.
God Almighty.
But he had no relationship with God.
He was raised in a godly family, but he doesn't have a part with whatever they do that relates to God. Are you seeing
I hear
it?
you perfectly.
You know, my father is a pastor. I came from a religious home. We pray every day. Is that enough?
Does that make you a child of God?
Is that enough? Is that enough? I go to a Pentecostal church or to a charismatic church and I speak in tongues. Is that enough?
Does that make you a child of God?
Does that make you a child of God? Guys, let's not mock God.
Oh no.
God cannot be mocked. Do you understand me?
I know.
You see this thing about, because the look of that is going on around now.
Yeah.
When you see an average church, you understand me? You see about 30,000 people in a church. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Hardly can you find 2,000 who is children of God.
My love, remember.
Whom you can say, follow this principle. Give me the water of Bethlehem to drink.
None of them will go.
28.9 thousand
All of them will
you
run
won't
away.
even see
They
them.
want to kill me.
If you see 50, we give glory to God.
But-
What do you call that?
My love, you remember.
So then it means a lot of people are clamoring to get married. Not many of them are children of God.
Okay, can I prove something to you?
Yes, please.
I remember those early days in the 80s when we gave our lives to Christ. There was a sister that was close to us somewhere where we were living there in Zaria.
Yeah.
Very good, godly sister.
Okay.
And then there's this guy that was my mother's neighbor. I knew he was not a Christian. We used to say as stingy as
That's okay.
as selfish as
That's
and then he was a single guy then. And the guy was not a believer. One day he saw this lady passing in that neighborhood. She was going to her church with her head tied, going quietly. He began to inquire, good woman, that one. And then he joined that church where the sister was going. Then one day I asked him, I said, why are you going to that church? He said, no, if you want to find a good woman those days, you must have to go to a church. And then you find the lady. I said, so when you find the lady, what are you going to do? No, after that you marry her, she can't run away. So you just live his life. Do you know that was what that guy did?
Yeah. Remember we go to that same church?
Yeah.
That time.
And then I was looking, and you can't tell the sister, hey, this one is not a child of God. I know him. I know why he's going to church. You can't. And and the sister
was already of age.
Of age. And then you just remember.
Sister
the sister
was
had already
vulnerable.
crossed 33.
She has crossed
Sister is now looking. Is anybody going to ask me out?
Anybody not going to ask?
And then this brother comes, and the brother is looking
And to her,
no,
the brother was an answered prayer.
No, that day he wore that neck button, something. He carried his own Bible. No, he's
Descendants of Ishmael.
Gradually, he married that sister.
Of the stock of Esau.
Did she see suffering? Oh my God, brethren. Our churches are swollen. We don't have strong churches anymore. We have loaf church. People that don't even know God are everywhere. And they are shouting and they are telling you, I want to marry you. And you don't go back to your God to get a child. God might not tell you this is your husband or this is your wife, but he can give you an instruction.
What if when you take it to God, God tells you that's not your husband?
Will you agree? When the time
you are already 33.
After 12.
No, when it is quarter to 12.
Okay.
When you are quarter to 12.
Okay.
And you are already 35.
Will you?
And you know menopause is knocking back.
I'm sure some people will rebuke the devil.
I'm sure. What will be your response?
Please, guys.
We're being honest here.
This is.
And God says that guy is not your husband. Do you know why? You will go ahead and marry him 5 years down the line. What will the story be? 10 years after, you are still supposed to live together. Where will you be? 15 years down the line, what will be your testimony? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Not to talk of 20 years. Are you see what I mean?
Okay. Going further,
yes,
you're watching us live or you're going to watch this by video on YouTube or anywhere, and you have a question, please email us at noahsarkfamilyweb.com. You will find our email address. Go to www.noahsarkfamilyweb.com.
Okay.
Send us an email, or you can also inbox us on Facebook, or you can inbox Isaac Abe or Ethel Abe on Facebook, and we will respond to you. This is very critical. The times are delicate. The times are dangerous. We are speaking, today is our 22nd marriage anniversary. We are speaking from a place that we feel some of you need to hear and be blessed. And the blessing today, it might look like, are these people cursing me or what? Why will I now throw away this relationship that came in my nighttime? No, that's not what we're talking about. It is important for you to get God's blessing, the blessing of your parents, the blessing of whoever raised you, the blessing of your church, and the blessing of your people in getting married. It's important for you to get a charge from God to be able to go on the journey of marriage. Marriage is not a joke. No, don't let people make you feel it's a joke. Marriage is not cohabitation. Marriage is not a contract. It is a living and cleaving. It is something mysterious. Only God, in the midst of that mystery, unravels the whole thing for you to be able to take a root downwards and bear fruit upwards. So please, make sure you inquire. If you have any questions, as God will give us grace, we'll be able to answer you. But apart from that, please give your heart to these words. We're not speaking, we're not drunk. We're not speaking because we want to mess up some people or because we think we've arrived. We're still in a journey. But please, what we're saying is keep these days. May the Lord bless you. Yes, sir.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
We have just taken time to address a younger generation.
Yes, sir.
Do you know, as you were speaking, I took my eyes back to the book. 2 daughters of 2 men were mentioned.
Yes, sir.
Do not take a wife from the daughters of Canaan, which means Canaan has a way of raising his daughter. Please look at me. Then he said, go to the house of Laban. Go to the daughters of Laban. 2. Was Laban a godly man?
Was he born again?
Was Laban born again?
There was no time like that.
But Laban raised his daughters to be marriable.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm talking to an older generation now. I am talking to you who is a father. Your child will do a wrong thing. You won't correct that child. Listen, when the child gets married and she does that same thing, somebody will ask, whose daughter is this? Are you getting me? They will ask. If they could take time to ask the daughters of Canaan, the daughters of Laban, and the man Isaac recommended the daughters of Canaan. Anyone you choose to marry from the house of Laban, I am sure they will first of all be resourceful.
Yes, sir.
Are you seeing the kind of daughters we are looking for? A resourceful girl. Do you understand me? A productive girl. You understand me? When I say resourceful in thinking. You understand me? Productive in thinking. Are you getting me? Somebody who is willing to help you. That is stretch hand to help, even when it is not convenient. Are you seeing what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You could then see the daughters of Rachel. You could see Rachel. You understand me? Doing the work of a man.
Yes, sir.
How do you tell a girl to go and water
Feed the camels.
and feed the camels? Not even she was not even afraid of armed robbers. She was not even afraid that those camels can be stolen by men who are able to overpower her. She was not afraid of any of those things. That is what I call resourcefulness. Was it because her father was the richest person in the neighborhood? Guys, open your eyes and see who you are supposed to marry.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
In our generation, resourceful daughters that are resourceful have been relegated to the background because they are not wearing gold. They don't wear the right kind of dress.
And they don't show cleavage.
They don't show cleavage. They don't dress and then they wear mini. It doesn't. A girl that doesn't wear mini will never attract you. The one that wears mini is the one you are looking for. May you not find the daughter of Canaan.
Amen.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
You know why people are taken away by these things, these superfluous, these things superfluity of nothingness, is because they don't even have a vision. What kind of children do you hope to have? And what kind of generation do you want to procreate?
I get you.
When you get to the age of marrying, who will help you raise the quality children that you think that you want?
You should have.
Check the book of Kings, the book of the Bible.
Yes.
All the kings were named after their mothers.
She is the daughter of.
The king,
Yes.
so and so king, the son of
Zibiah.
Zibiah.
Exactly.
This one, the daughter of so and so. You know why? Their mothers
Lemuel.
instructed them. Lemuel's mother in the book of Proverbs chapter 31
Yes.
raised him and gave him a child. So you don't want to marry a woman who cannot raise kings and princes and princesses for you.
That is
Who
what is
cannot
called
raise children
resourcefulness.
after the similitude of the palace. So you don't want to look for anyhow people. I remember that show, one show like that people used to watch. They call it Tyra Banks, not it? America's First Top Model or something like that. There was a beautiful girl in one of the shows. I remember one season like that. I noticed the girl. I said, this girl is so pretty. Among all the girls,
She was not the most beautiful.
No. I'm talking about the other one, the funny one. I'm talking about the other funny one. Now, this other girl I'm trying to talk about was so beautiful that even me, I was like, this girl is nice. But you see, the lady Tyra was not looking for just the beautiful girls. She was looking for certain characteristics. So every time this girl would speak, when she asked the question, she would talk like a pepper seller. Tyra said,
Jesus Christ.
you're so beautiful, but what is coming out of you? What is this?
Equates you with the back of the house.
What are you?
You are not presentable in the
This
front.
woman I'm talking about, the owner, the one that was coordinating the show, she was not born again speaking in tongues.
Yes.
But she knew what they
she
called
wanted.
character. She said, no, even if you become a top model and you go there, the way you speak, you will
mess
spoil
us
a lot
up.
of things. Yet there was this other Nigerian girl.
Yes.
She not even fine. I'm sorry to say.
She wasn't fine.
She wasn't. I was wondering
I met her in an aircraft.
how did she get
I
here?
personally met her in the aircraft.
The girl no
And
fine.
she sat at an and I'm like,
You know-
what did Taliban see in this girl?
Tyra Banks
was like,
picked this girl.
Yes.
Every segment, Tyra will find something, find a way
For her to talk.
for her to cross over to the next level.
Yes.
It was like she was favoring this girl. So one day she said, look, you might not have everything, but there is something I see in
inside
you.
you
You
that
are respectful. You have honor, you have dignity about yourself. So a woman that has no dignity, that has no honor, that has no integrity about herself, how is she going to raise your kings?
Raised
Raise your
after
princes
the manner, after the similitude
of the
a
palace. Eh?
You are not raising your child for a pauper as a
So
pauper.
if you want to marry your
Even if your daughter marries the poorest man on the face of the earth, that she will turn him into a king.
Yeah.
That is what we are talking
Somebody
about.
that knows how to
Resourceful
raise.
daughter. That is the daughter of Laban.
yes, sir.
Those are the daughters of Laban.
Yes, sir.
They are not afraid of who is coming. The man raises them to handle responsibility
and execute it.
Yes.
But can I shock you? In our generation,
Yes.
When a woman is resourceful and she supports her husband or helps her husband, the people say the man is using you.
You see that?
Come on, guys.
I understand you.
Why were we created? To help. So if you're not discharging help, you begin to dysfunction. But this one has named your functioning as a help, as an abuse, and you're looking at it. Yes, I can be used. Use me, but
please.
let me actualize my purpose.
Use me.
Use me.
The more you use
and
me,
let me fulfill
the better I become.
Yes, sir.
The
Because
more you use me,
that
the
was
less-
what I was born to be.
What if Rachel came from this part of the world?
She would tell the
A man you don't know from anywhere.
and you're even smelling after how many days of
Of
traveling.
not bathing.
You don't.
You just come and
I
what?
should give you what to
And
drink.
give you
What?
water
Not
to
what?
drink. They will despise
Did
him.
one lady
Clear.
not do it to us in the US?
Yes.
We got to the US
I get you.
at a place. We went to a bank very
We
close to
didn't
the hotel.
know where to wear and we just
The bank shuttle dropped us in the bank. We didn't know how to go back.
Yeah.
So we saw this lady, and she looked like a human being.
Yes.
Now we pointed the hotel. We said, we know that the man
The hotel
they
is
took round and
far from
brought-
here, but
Can you
we
see
don't
this
even know how
hotel?
to
See
get
our
there.
ID, see everything. Can you please just
Drop us there.
She said,
Fear spoke up
no.
inside
All
her.
she said was, me?
Yeah.
Give you a ride? We said, yes.
I ain't gonna do
I
that.
ain't gonna do that.
I ain't gonna just look.
And she looked at us squarely in the eyes.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna do that. I said, thank God for the days of Abraham's servant. You know what?
From my heart, I just looked. Some entertain angels
Unaware. But this young lady,
But your country has taught you
fear.
fear.
Don't trust anybody.
Do not
They
trust
could be
anybody.
criminals. And you look
What
at them, they are Nigerians. They could
what
be
if-
thieves.
What
What
if
on
God
earth?
sent them
What?
to turn your life around? One statement will do the work, an eternal work in your life. And I looked and I laughed. So it is also. So it is also. Let's begin to wrap up whatever we are talking about.
Yes, sir.
Having talked about men, women who are older, raising up daughters. Do you understand me? After the similitude of the palace.
And in our days, raising up sons too.
Sons
Who are
also.
able to take responsibility, unlike Adam.
Today.
Adam didn't take responsibility.
We will not end this particular one
Yes, sir.
until we have recognized something. And that is what what Isaac, the specific words Isaac spoke to Jacob.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand me? Because we agreed that when Isaac blessed Jacob,
Yes, sir.
what he did was to enjoin Jacob with
God.
his God.
Yes, sir.
The thing we will be doing in this hour is that man who is confused, who does not know who the life partner should be,
Yes, sir.
who does not know who a good lady is. The Lord, the same way these prayers were made for Jacob,
Yes, sir.
and Jacob found his wife,
Yes, sir.
and Jacob fulfilled purpose.
Yes, sir.
We will speak these words out, the same words,
Yes, sir.
and we believe by the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel that these words, as we speak them, they will come to pass in your life.
Amen.
They will remove confusion on your way.
Amen.
They will bring you to the place of clarity of vision.
Amen.
When you see her, you will not take her for a girlfriend.
Amen.
You will know that that is your wife.
Amen.
Blessed be the name of the Lord.
Hallelujah.
In verse 3
Yes, sir.
of Genesis 28,
Yes, sir.
and the Bible said, Isaac said to Jacob, may God Almighty bless you,
Amen.
make you fruitful and multiply you,
Amen.
that you may be an assembly of peoples,
Amen.
and give you the blessings of Abraham.
Amen.
To you and to your descendants with you,
Amen.
that you may inherit the land in which you are a stranger,
Amen.
which God gave to Abraham.
Amen.
Which God gave to Abraham. Which means, do you know what God gave to Abraham? In you shall all the families of the earth be blessed. Every individual who links up with Abraham enters into
The blessing of
the
his
blessing of his family.
Hallelujah.
So that when you enter there as a single person, the Lord supernaturally will begin to bring your daughter,
Amen.
or bring
Your
the
wife.
right daughter, who is your wife,
Amen.
your way.
Amen.
So shall it be for you.
Amen. May the
Blessed
Lord,
be the name of
our God, settle you in a time not too long from now.
Yes.
Settle your home, settle your future, settle all that concern you.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Amen.
A great testimony awaits you.
Amen.
As you follow these words, and as you follow these things, so shall it be for you.
Amen.
I don't see you remaining single. I don't see you not having confidence for the days ahead.
Amen.
But I see you approaching your future with confidence.
In the name of
the
Jesus.
Lord will lead you rightly.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Thank you, our King.
Hallelujah.
It's well with you. See you next
Yes,
time.
Lord. Thank
Lord bless you.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.